Hello, online crew. Welcome to today's live where I'm just going to share my thoughts with you regarding the recent passing of Jessie Lee Ward on the weekend. So I've got some thoughts around that, the impact of that, about her teachings and her leadership and all that kind of stuff. And I just think it's worth recognizing and having a chat about. So do you know who I'm talking about? When I say this, I just want to sort of gauge the audience. I'm in Instagram up here. Hello, Instagram. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and my free group here and my business page. So just let me know where you're tuning in from. If we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. So I'm of service here to our amazing online crew, which is entrepreneurs, social sellers, network marketers, whatever you want to call it. But I concentrate on social media sort of systems for serious social sellers. But I do it in a way where I'm a human before a marketer. So if that's something that's important to you, to be a human before a marketer in this wonderful world of online marketing, then you're in the right place. So that's what I talk about here. So say hello if you're on live. Hello, Liz. Hello, Cherie. Say hello. Thank you to those that are saying hi, Debbie there. And Renee, she was such an inspiration, wasn't she? So how do I go live on all platforms? So I'll just answer that question. So I've got my computer in front of me here and I've got my phone up here. So I'm streaming on two different devices. Here I'm using StreamYard, which enables me to go live on my business page, my free group, and YouTube all at the same time. And then Instagram, because Instagram doesn't allow that from the StreamYard platform, I've got to use my phone up here. Okay. Hi, Claudette. Good to see you here. Jessie Lee was indeed a true legend in our industry. So I just want to back up for a second and just address anybody that doesn't know. I mean, if you're in our industry, that's probably how you found me and why you're listening to me. But if for some reason you don't know who she is, let me just cover that off. So Jessie Lee Ward is basically I still believed, even at the time of her passing, is the number one income earner in the whole network marketing industry, from what I believe. So you think of that person that's earning has earned the most from the industry, and that was her. Unfortunately, she passed away last Saturday of colon cancer, stage 4 colon cancer. She was only diagnosed in March of stage 4 cancer. She did a video. It was only on, in my time zone, it was the 7th of September. She did a live video saying everything's good. My specialist has said the cancer is being reversed. Come back in 6 months. So that was only like less than a month ago. So everyone thought that she was doing really well. Obviously, that was not the case. There was a sudden decline, and before we knew it, she's gone. And she was only 35 years of age, which is very, very young to lose your life. So obviously, it's incredibly devastating for a lot of people in the industry. If you've been in network marketing for any period of time, you've probably heard about Jessie Lee. Jessie Lee was one of those characters which is extremely large and loud. Can you agree with that? Those of you that know who she was one of those people that's quiet in your face. Like she's that kind of person. She was very unique in that respect, which means she annoyed a lot of people. But here's what I want to have this discussion around. The legacy that this girl has left, the impact that she made on people's lives, the inspiration that she gave to people through her videos and her teachings and her trainings and showing up and being authentically, genuinely herself is so inspirational. And it made me think, this is what it made me think. And I don't know how you think about that or how you absorb this kind of information, but it's like, Man, that was somebody that made something of their life. And that is what you call true impact and true legacy. And what the hell are you doing with your life, Helen? Can any of you relate to that kind of thinking? Like, yes, it's incredibly sad. And some people will go, oh, well, why would you waste all that time building, a network marketing business when you could get hit by a bus or die tomorrow, or get diagnosed of cancer in March and you're gone by September? Like, why not live life to its fullest? She still lived life to its fullest, but she inspired so many people. So what do you want on your tombstone? Do you want people to remember you? Like, the outpouring of people that are touched by her presence, her teachings, her trainings, her inspiration, that never, ever met her in person. How many of you here know who she is, but you've never met her? Like, just let me know in the comments. Never met her, but know her. Like, let me know that in the comments. I bet majority of you, if not 99% of you, never met her in person, but you knew of her and you knew that she's inspired, potentially millions of people. That is something that we should all strive to do, to make it more important in our life to impact others in a positive way. And I just want to encourage you. This is my message from this, is we have to think outside ourselves. If Jessie Lee was all only about Jessie Lee, she wouldn't have done the videos that she did, or spoke on stages like she did, or inspired people like she did. It was bigger than her. What we can do in our lives is bigger than ourselves, and you can have an impact positively on other people's lives. And, wouldn't you want people, when you pass away, how many people are going to shed a tear or be impacted by that? Is it this many people, or is it this many people? I'm not saying you need that many people, but I would use this as an opportunity to help it inspire you to not give a continental about what anybody thinks about you. She did that extremely well. She would often say, because she knew her personality, because it's loud and really out there, she would openly say all the time, there's lots of people that don't like her and she's not their cup of tea, and that's cool. She was completely fine with that. And so should every single one of us. Go out and go after what you want, and don't care what people think. That's what she did. And you'll never find somebody more genuine and authentic online than she was. But she didn't start that way. She had all the fears and reservations that we all do when we go online. And you get the negativity. Like, I get negativity, particularly on TikTok. There are people on TikTok that just, they have no qualms in saying what they think about the way you look or what you say or whatever. And now, like, I'm just on TikTok, I'm just like, delete, delete, delete. I don't care for what you have to say. You're just an online troll. Like, as soon as you put yourself out there a little bit more, they come. But that's all part and parcel of putting it out there, outline. So what's my point in all of this? Strive to lead a legacy for yourself. And so when you pass away, don't you want people to say, she or he was so inspiring and she or he or impacted me in a positive way? Not to the extent necessarily even of Jessie Lee, but there are great things that you can do, and there's people that are waiting for you to impact them with your business and your teachings and your trainings and your inspiration that you're not letting out yet for whatever reason. You're probably holding yourself back because you're worried about what somebody that you know might think about you if you go all in on your business. Does that ring true for any of you? Do you know you hold yourself back? If you do, what's the reason behind that? Why do you care? Leaving a legacy and leaving an impact and impacting people's lives in a positive way is a beautiful thing, and she did that amazingly. She has lost her life at 35 years of age. That is incredibly sad, and it shouldn't be true. She had so many more lives to impact. but we will see her videos and her teachings and her trainings for years yet to come. And she will continue to inspire people well beyond the years of her passing. Do you agree? I definitely believe that. There are people that are, long gone that still, through their videos and their teachings and trainings, they're timeless and they continue to inspire people. So what are you doing with your life? Who are you impacting? How are you positively showing up in the online world? Think of how can you inspire other people. Think of the ways that you're holding yourself back, that you don't need to hold yourself back. Why do you care what other people think? They don't pay your bills. If you can be brave like she was and show up and be truly authentically I'm sure you will shine more than you're shining now. You'll probably get better results in your business and inspire other people in the process. Isn't that more what life is all about? You don't want to be a shadow in the background, not really going after your goals and your dreams through the worries about what other people think. Who cares? I think Jessie Lee did that incredibly well. Do you agree? Even though she might have annoyed people with some personality. Even I would watch her sometimes and like, she's so out there. Like, I don't think I could ever show up and be that kind of person because that's not my personality. She really did scream at people. That was her personality, but that was truly authentically her. Are you truly authentically you online? I bet you're not. So if you can use, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to be hit by a bus. You don't know if you're going to be, have cancer and, be gone in months to come. Hopefully not for any of you. But with the time that you do have, don't you want to impact people positively? Don't you want to give yourself the best chance in your business? And helping people get healthier, maybe with products that you've got, or helping them to get more income in their bank account, or whatever it is that you do in your business. Wouldn't you feel more satisfied and gratification if you can help others lead a better life through showing up more yourself? I just want to encourage you to take her story, her authenticness, her genuineness. Take a little leaf out of that book and show up more as you, because that is the biggest asset that you can ever have. She openly said many times, as soon as she let those walls down and was truly authentically herself, and would repel the people that didn't like her, but she attracted a lot more people that she inspired. She just blossomed into the amazing human being that she became. The world is cruel sometimes. Who knew? Who knows why things happen the way they do? Who knows why people go like that so suddenly? But she made an impact on the world, and she should be incredibly proud of that and all the lives that she's impacted along the way. So if you could just, go after more of what you want, show up more authentically the way that you know that you can, and impact other people's lives in whatever way you can, just go for it. Use what's happened to Jessie Lee as fuel to, show up more for yourself and for the people and whose lives you haven't even impacted yet, but you possibly could. Don't you believe that? Oh, I love that. Who said that? Where was it? Facebook user. Sorry, I don't know who it is. So true. She made me step up. And to whoever that is that left that message, have you ever met her in person? This is the power of the online world. This is the power we all have. Every single one of you have that. If you have the guts, the determination, the drive to go after what it is that you want for yourself and your family, but leave a legacy well beyond your years. Whenever your years are up, you can leave a legacy that is far beyond your living years. And I encourage you to step into those shoes, because not many people step into the shoes of, you know, somebody like Jessie Lee. Now, don't get me wrong in that. I'm not saying you need to step into her shoes. She stepped into her own shoes. She owned her personality. She owned her business. She owned inspiring people. She just owned showing up. Your biggest asset is you. You may not believe that, but your personality, your quirkiness, the way that you talk, the things that you do wrong, the things that you do well, there's only one of you. And that's the biggest asset you'll ever have. You. So step into those shoes and show up more and let people know more about you. Let people know more about your life. Get into your stories and share more, because when people know, like, and trust you, they will buy into you, and they'll even buy into what it is that you're promoting. The know, like, and trust factor is huge. And this is what I'm seeing more in 2023, more than any other year that I've been exposed to the online world, is that authenticness and genuineness. Even like the crafted content that you see, the videos that are scripted and, you know, inspirational messages, but they're very scripted. They don't even, you know, attract people as much as you genuinely, authentically talking about what's important to you and about inspiring messages. So less of the crafted content and more of you sharing what you're learning, what you're, you know, what you can bring to the world, what you can help people with, what problems you can solve. Let people know that. Shout loudly and proudly about that, more now than ever before. And here's a massive tip that I got that'll really serve you well in the online world. Some people get caught up in imposter syndrome. It's like, well, you know, who's going to listen to me? If I show up online, like, I don't have success yet. So who's going to listen to me? I don't have lots of money in my bank account. I don't have lots of customers. I don't have a big team. Who the hell is going to listen to me? It's the way you share what you share, the language that you use, that will get the respect of people. So we've been taught, and I've been definitely taught over the last sort of 5 years or so, and we get taught, give value, give value, give value. Yes, still true, absolutely. But if you give value in a way where you're dictating to people, people will look at you with skepticism. Who the hell are they? Are they successful? Do they know what they're talking about? Have they earned 6 figures online? Like, people, when you show up and you tell people what to do, and you show up like an expert and you're not, you will get judged and people will be skeptical of you. This is something I share over and over again. So I really want you to listen to this now. When you show up online and you share a journey and you suggest and you recommend rather than dictate and tell, that's when you gain the respect of your audience. So when you show up and say things like that, this is the journey that I'm on. I don't have it all figured out yet, but this is the journey and on, and this is what I've learned about that. And maybe you could try that too. It worked for me. Maybe it might work for you too. So what I suggest is, maybe if you did this, and this, and this, that could work really well, etc. Take that approach versus, right, here's 5 ways for you to build online successfully. You should do this. Number 5 is this. Number 4 is this. Number 3 is this, you know, whatever, when you can count properly, etc. So when you turn up and you try to be somebody you're not, you try to create the impression that you've got all the answers and you don't, people will judge you and people will be skeptical of you. When you show up with your personality, your voice, your enthusiasm for what the journey that you are on, what you're learning, what you can share, what you can recommend, people will go on that journey with you and they will respect you for that. Do you see the massive difference and the massive opportunity you have with how you show up online? Jessie Lee was one of those people that just showed up and talked and just told it like it is. And her experiences and, you know, what she would share with people, like it was a conversation. Have a conversation with your audience. Don't just teach. Do you see the difference? When you have a conversation, when you share, when you suggest, when you recommend, when you just share the journey that you're on every step of the way, and you're consistent, and you let your personality shine, and you just, tell it like it is with how you're moving through life, people will go along that journey with you. When you turn up and you try to be somebody you're not because you're not successful yet, and you try to tell people how to do something when you haven't even done it yet, they will be skeptical of you. It's a subtle shift, but it's so powerful. And something Jessie Lee did very well, which we can all learn from, is to just show up and be genuinely, authentically yourself. And you share that journey you're on, you share what you help people do, you inspire people to want for more, do more, be more, and you just share authentically, then you can impact people. And when you start to impact people in their lives, you will lead a legacy far beyond your physical human being life in this world. And that's what Jessie Lee has done in her young 35 years. As I said, her teachings, her videos, her inspiration, her messages will always be circulating out there in the online world for many, 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 many years to come. What's going to be circulating about you? What are people going to be saying about you after you've gone? Go and make an impact, even in just some small way. You're worthy. You can do it. Let this inspire you to create things that are bigger than yourself. Okay? When we live our day-to-day life and we get wrapped up in our own issues and our own problems and our own life and our own busyness, we stay very introverted is probably the wrong word, but self-absorbed. There's people that need you out there in the online world. There's people that need to hear your messages. There's people that need your products. There's people that need your business model. Go out and share it with confidence, but in a way that's genuine and authentic, and inspire people. There's people waiting to be inspired by you. Okay? This is very true. Tomorrow is not guaranteed from Facebook user. Okay? Liz, Jessie said she had 100% belief in herself and her abilities, and that's why she was successful. People followed her in her journey. And that's exactly what I'm saying here. She believed in herself, and she didn't care who didn't like her, because she just believed in herself and her journey, and she just told it like it is. How many people do you know do that? There's no one that I think more genuine and authentic than she was. So I would just use that as inspiration to be genuinely authentic yourself and believe in yourself more than you do today, and work on that today and the next day and the day after that. It's your belief in yourself that will help you show up and be an inspiration to others online. So take her life and her teachings and her trainings as inspiration for you to go and do more. I just want that for you. I wish that for you. And I know there's people waiting to be inspired by you. You just haven't stepped into those shoes yet. But you can if you want to. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there. You never know what's going to happen. That's the sad thing about her story, is she was only diagnosed in March and she's already gone. Like, it seems so incredibly fast and sad. But the legacy she leaves is amazing. And, just have a think about those couple of things. Your time might be up well before you want it or know it. And so what are you doing with your life? Are you wasting it away, worrying about the small things, getting caught up in your own crap? Or are you out there making it happen and genuinely believing in yourself and what you can give to this world? Everyone's born with some kind of gift, and your biggest gift is your personality. It's you. There's no one else out there like you. So go and shine. Go and do more. Because one, you never know when your time's up. And two, when you're gone, what do you want people to say about you? And we want that to be wonderful, inspiring messages. And I'm sure you're capable of that. So go and live your lives, go and be authentic, go and be genuine, and go and make it happen. Okay? Join us on Clubhouse tomorrow. We're talking about getting organized. And I've got more great training for you in the remainder of the week. So I'll see you on the next live. Bye.